Okay, so another power movement. Now this ties in with a lot of stuff we've already done. So we've already been doing stuff like what we're doing here. So I'm going to pull this, clean it as I step up, right? So I'm going to go from here, I'm going to pull up like that, bang. So I'm here, boom, and bang. Down, whoa, oh, here man, I have the power, that's what I'm thinking of anyway. It's a kid in me. Some of these movements just satisfy the kid in me too. But, so I'm here, I'm going to pull and back up again. So, bang, down, bang. Not as coordinated on this side. Oh, more difficult. Feels great. One of them movements that just feels right. And I probably just did once and was like, oh, that felt good. Because that's what a lot of these are. They're just me playing around for hours at a time. You know, I would spend a bit of a story time, eh? So I've been through a few phases, right? And I remember I was I had that Goggins mentality going. I'm like, I can't sleep. I've got something burning inside of me, something's not right. I'm not sleeping, I'm waking up. I didn't know it was a damage in my neck causing neurological issues while I was waking up in the night. Plus, doing what you're supposed to do and being a man. And that is, when my daughter was sick, or when my missus was sick first, and then we nearly lost her, and we lost my daughter at the same time. Some traumatic experiences, and then daughter was in and out, and she's had health issues ever since. Nothing major, but she has like these little seizures where her heart stops, and it's frightening, especially when you don't know what they are. And we had all these things, and I've just got to be strong. You know, in the meantime, I've had my knee operated on, I've had severe injuries myself that have been traumatic in their own right. I've had my own health issues, my own health concerns, and it's in me. And it's like, I'm just a mess. I'm a shaky mess, and I can't sleep. So I'm walking to the gym for like, you know, I'm walking in, it's like an hour, say, to get the walk in. Then I'm in the gym for 2-3 hours, moving after moving, ticking box after box, trying out things, just trying to find answers that made my body feel like this stuff makes it feel. She's nice and loose, but it's not just that. I feel good in myself, as you can probably tell with the way I'm talking and stuff. I'm being more open, I'm more chilled, more relaxed, brain's working better. And while there's been emotional healing and psychological healing in that, and I had to get over some stuff, I had to stop being an idiot. I had to stop fasting while doing all that. You know, so I'm walking. Sometimes I walk 10 miles in a day because I get up at crack of dawn, and march to the other side of town, and I march back. And honestly, and then obviously you got the work I'm doing on steps. It was ridiculous. I walk on. It was like, because I was just trying to burn some energy. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I felt like. But it was just because I was addicted to that stress hormone, and I'm doing like ketone fasting, which no issue with, but carbs are really good, man. Starting your day with carbs is a really good way to chill you out, as is finishing your day with carbs to sleep better. And if that's a bit of sugar in your tea and a bowl of ice cream, fantastic. I'm all about that. I do that every single day. Every single day, I have sugar in my brew in the morning, and I have ice cream before bed. And my mental health has improved significantly. So I'm doing all that. I'm doing a cold plunge, I'm doing saunas. It's just, I'm doing everything. It's all stresses, man. You know, I'm doing everything you're supposed to do. And then I say, you know, I've been meditating on and off, but I wasn't maybe doing that enough. Anyway, my point is I got to a real state. But that's what all this was born from. It was trying to get rid of that tension in my system that was causing a psychological and emotional response. And it was all wrapped up together. And by learning to flow and to open up, it's opened me up and it's allowed me to heal. And then I did my master's in sports psychology to figure some stuff out. I wrote 2 dissertations actually. I wrote one that didn't fulfill the criteria because I just went off the reservation and did my own thing. But what's interesting is that the guy who signed me off in masters was like, I was really cool that, and I think we've got something you can explore in that. But it just didn't fulfill the assessment brief, so I had to do another. Which was another equally interesting one. So I ended up doing 2 dissertations for my masters. But that was part of the journey too. And the point is, that's where these are all born from. They're all born from restoring balance to a system. But I view that system as not just the meat, I view it as everything in sync together. And I feel that by learning to do this and to open up the body like I originally did when I got into karate and martial arts, it's allowed me to heal. And it's allowed me to get to the point where I am now, which is where I was. It's some of the darkest days of my life. And I've had some pretty dark days. Bear in mind, I was bullied most of my youth, you know, literally beat up, stamped on, spat on, knives pulled out on me, chased, jumped by multiple people, punched multiple times, shattered. My mates arranged for that as well, which was horrific. Yeah, it's a lot of trauma, but it made me stronger. But then, not healing from that fully, and then channeling energy, you know, with my family and stuff that's gone on, blah blah blah, into that lifting. I don't know, it closed me down, man. And there was like this psychological relationship with the physical. I know I'm going deep here, but that's what this is about. It's about me sharing my journey and hoping maybe to connect with some people and maybe they can learn something from this too. You know, not just the exercises, but yeah, it was like, I feel like the tension, I was lifting with so much rage and so much anger. Like, it's weird, but it weren't, I was actually trapping it in me. It was weird, it was like it just interwove it with like the tissue, you know, all, and I just literally physically and psychologically and emotionally was just like, you know, so tense, and my breathing was affected, like my rib cage has only just started moving properly again, you know what I mean? I've been doing javelin all like 3 years into this now, and it's like, the damage is unreal, like, and this has been so healing, like physically and psychologically. But what I want to say is, like, bear in mind that going back a few years, I've cracked my back squatting. It literally cracked while I was squatting. Like, you know, I heard it was horrific and it destroyed me. And I had a lot of other issues as well. And I couldn't do anything for a year. Like, you know, picking my kid up hurt. I had a tendon machine on constantly. I was, you know, CBD. I didn't want to take in painkillers because at this point I'd had my kidneys damaged by the anti-inflammatories they give me for my knee, which was still fucked. So that was fucked as well. And then my neck's fucked. And I mean, I was a mess. I've got some pictures of my posture and stuff like that, which I'm sure I'll talk about probably in this and on my socials, and I have done already. I was a mangled mess. I'd lost all my capacity to do all the fun stuff and the cool stuff I used to be able to do. And I've regained it. And it's better. I don't have pain anymore. Like, I think anyone can do that. And I know it's different for everyone, and your journey is different to mine, but I promise you we can do that. If we heal the tissue, and along that way we start to heal you as well, it's surprising what you can become. And that's what I'm trying to do with this. So I'm going to do one last little bit with the kettlebells, just to finish this whole thing off. Now we've cooled down a little bit and I've rambled on a little bit. Give the power moves a go, they're fun, they feel good. That's what it's about. It's about feeling good, and I feel younger, man. I feel like I'm nourishing that inner kid, you know, and little Nick's a little bit more happy and a bit more proud of me now. And I'm proud of him too. And that's, I think, the benefit of being explosive. I know it sounds mad, but it's about being childlike in movement. I think there's something to that in this.